Hey everybody, Brad C here. Just want to make a quick video to my viewers, and trust me, you will want to pay attention to this and probably forward it to as many people as you can. Now, while everybody else was buying toilet paper, I got to thinking, you know, what should people really be buying? Now, I have plenty of toilet paper stocked up, plenty of all that stuff. I'm a prepper, so obviously I've got, a year of long-term food storage, and I'm going to show you later in this video where to get the absolute cheapest long-term food storage, and I mean it is pennies on the dollar to what you're going to pay out there in the market normally. Right now it's going to be difficult, but you can still get it, so stay tuned to the video. I'll teach you all that later. But right now, something of utmost importance. I got to thinking, what is important right now? Because if we would happen to get this, then what are the risks? Well, the risks to the young are relatively very little, other than it's going to be like the flu, and in some sort of just extreme crazy situation, obviously anybody can die at any time. The real danger, though, of course, is to the elderly. So I'm going to be showing you in this video a care package that I made up for my mother-in-law and father-in-law. I highly suggest that the first thing you do is stop and make care packages up for them, deliver it to their doorstep. Do not go in and be around them. Just deliver the supplies and leave. So we know the old and the young, but what about the middle ground people? People like myself. I'm a little overweight. I'm not diabetic, but I'm getting there to where it could possibly happen. I have sleep apnea. I'm not a high-risk candidate by any means, but I should still be smart. So I got to thinking, what could I do to make myself be able to weather this storm the best? And it's very simple. I want to build up my lungs. So I got to thinking, what kind of breathing exercises could I do? So I went online. Of course, YouTube will give you all kinds of breathing exercises for free that you can build up your lungs, build up your throat, and whatnot. But there's actually a tool called the Breather. It was designed a couple of years ago. I'm going to put a link down in the description. I'm also going to put an Amazon link. That tool is $39.95. Now, it's a little expensive, but $40 shipped is well spent money. Think of a little kazoo, and I'll put a picture on the screen. Mine actually will be here supposedly this Friday, and I will do a review as soon as I get that to show everybody what it is. But I'm just going to go ahead and flash it up on the screen there so you can see what it is. It looks like a little kazoo or something you blow into, and you basically, I don't know whether you suck or blow, but there's these adjustments, and basically what it does is it actually builds up the muscles in your lungs and your throat and helps people to either get off a ventilator faster, or it's people that have COPD and just asthma, all this stuff to build up your lungs. Again, I'm not saying go out and panic buy these. Don't buy up 1,000 of these and try to hoard them. It's totally ridiculous. I ordered one for me and my wife. We'll share it. We have alcohol swabs. We're both basically quarantined. If one of us gets it, we're going to share it. If you had one of these, you could be building up your lungs, and they claim that within a few days you should actually be able to feel a difference in the improvement in the strength of not only your throat muscles but your lungs and respiratory system. Highly recommend that you consider that, especially if you have a loved one. I have a mother-in-law and father-in-law. I already mailed them one. I have a brother-in-law that is suffering with asthma. He has one on the way. So if you know people that are high risk, I highly recommend it. If you're a totally healthy person, if you're like 20 years old, there's no reason for you to be ordering this. But if you're someone like me, you might want to consider this. So I just want to share that with the channel. And like I say, everybody's out buying toilet paper and hand sanitizer, obviously a good thing to have around. But a lot of these things people are buying up are really just kind of silly for the real deal. If you really want to be prepared, what you want to do is build up your lungs in case it would ever happen to you. I hope this video helped you, and most importantly, remain calm. We're going to get through this just like we get through everything else. There's been a lot of generations that actually went through world wars, and this is obviously in a small way something we can relate to, but there's been some serious tragedies that Americans have went through, and we always lead the way and we always win. So be confident, be calm, but be prepared. Now, this is the care package that we put together for my father-in-law and mother-in-law. They live about an hour and a half away from us. And going left to right, we've got your hand sanitizer, peroxide, rubbing alcohol, antibacterial soap, and here we have some spray-on sanitizer. We have some multi-purpose, and then just your typical disinfectant spray. This is the stuff that makes it easy just to, spray your doorknobs down and whatnot. And here are some alcohol pads Now, I'm not trying to induce any kind of a panic on long-term food storage, but this is something that you should have been preparing for a long time. You should always have at least 6 months of long-term food storage on supply, and that's the 30-year type stuff that'll just last you forever. Now, I'm going to tell you how to get it the cheapest, and that is become a Mormon. Not really, but you do have to go to the LDS website. I'm not a Mormon. I'm fully Baptist. But the Mormons are very good about stocking up food. It's one of their basically church laws that you must have at least 6 months of long-term food storage, and a lot of them have a year to 2 years. But these are number 10 cans. These are very big cans, but you can buy these by the case off the LDS website for pennies from what you could find it anywhere else. Now, it's going to show out of stock right now, but it'll still let you put it in your cart, and then it'll still let you buy it. I had a buddy of mine, I was telling him about this. All he did went to the LDS website. Now, you will have to sign up for an account. They'll want your email, your address, and whatnot. Anyways, he put in an order, and even though it showed out of stock, he let it put him in his cart, and about 8 days later, it showed up at his house. So that's not bad. I mean, my goodness. Now, this is how it's going to come in cases of 6. So you've got 6 of those number 10 cans I just showed you, and this was $26, and I believe it was like $2 shipping. Now, if you're not a regular viewer to the channel, most of my videos are gun-related, whether it be gun accessories or whatnot, but obviously YouTube's not a big fan of gun videos, so my stuff's got hit hard. Basically, everything's demonetized, and even this, they're demonetizing things that, or anything about the situation that's going on here. Hopefully, the situation will help people also to respect the Second Amendment and realize that we do need to be able to defend ourselves should an emergency arise. And also, I do a lot of Christian-related videos. I've got a video called Why God Used a Rib to Make Eve, and it's got, I think, close to 1 million views. So it exploded for a long time, but then, it seemed like all the Christian conservative videos just got literally just hammered. Look it up on YouTube. I'll put links in the description to a lot of my videos, and make sure you like, subscribe, and you can check me out at bradctv.com.